With the revelation that he had cheated on his longtime girlfriend Ariana Madix with co-star Raquel Leviss earlier this month, Tom Sandoval rocked the Vanderpump Rules world, and the damage only intensifies for him now. Fans and Ariana herself were both greatly surprised by this, and since then things have heated up. If you're unfamiliar with this drama, we are here to reveal the unexpected details regarding Tom Sandoval's affair that he wished to keep hidden. In order to get his opinion on the viral craze surrounding the Vanderpump Rules off-screen controversy that has been shaking the Bravoverse, Bravo brought in the boss. After learning that 2 cast members were having an affair, Lisa Vanderpump, executive producer of Vanderpump Rules reality program, traveled to New York on Wednesday for a last-minute appearance on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live. Lisa had a message for Vanderpump Rules audience. When Cohen questioned her about the fervent response supporters are receiving on social media, she replied, "I don't agree with vigilante justice at all. It must be quite challenging for these individuals to live their lives in public. They didn't murder anyone. The world is filled with infidelity. It's a performance. Nonetheless, everyone is in pain. We shouldn't let them off the hook. I'm not suggesting. Don't condemn the people, just their behavior. All this aggressiveness, it can have serious implications. My sincere apologies. Everyone should use extreme caution in that regard, in my opinion." Last week, it was revealed that Tom Sandoval, a co-star on the reality television show Vanderpump Rules, was having an affair with Raquel Leviss without telling his longtime partner and other co-star, Ariana Madix. Cohen has confirmed that Bravo reactivated cameras to capture the fallout for fans in real time after wrapping up filming for the currently running 10th season of Vanderpump Rules. According to a source involved in the production, the incident will be covered on the upcoming reunion show, which is hosted by Cohen and is set to begin taping in 2 weeks. According to the source, at least 1 episode will be added to the season. According to Vanderpump, who has been filming with Madix since the news emerged, Madix is devastated, gobsmacked, dumbfounded, a lot of tears, as a result of the information. She continued, saying of her former employee, "I think we need to hear the details. Madix did not see the affair coming. I believe she won't forgive them if the affair happened in her bed, house or downstairs, or if all those naughty details are published. In fact, I'm certain that she will never pardon them." Nevertheless, the fact that Vanderpump is partners in her Tom Tom restaurant, one of her many LA businesses that are highlighted in Vanderpump Rules with Sandoval and her co-star Tom Schwartz, complicates the matter. In response to threats to boycott Sandoval and Schwartz's new restaurant, Schwartz and Sandy's, which Vanderpump has no fiscal interest in but has been highlighted on the current season, Vanderpump stated on WWHL that she rejects cancel culture directed towards Sandoval. In light of the situation, she added that she has not yet decided whether to buy them out of Tom Tom. "It feels like such a jarring, uneven journey, yet it moves so quickly," she continued. "I actually haven't made any choices about anything, but I like to see reality television expand. I believe that at times it would be more interesting to watch these young folks mature and grow. But when they record the reunion, the reality show host does intend to find out how much Schwartz was aware of the relationship." She said that Schwartz might be defending his business partner by saying, "He tries to appease everything. He plays both sides. I believe that because they are so close, he knew something. We'll investigate." Leviss has apparently hired crisis management and legal teams. The scandal has prompted 2 social media apologies from Sandoval and 1 from Leviss. A rumoured fight between co-stars Shay and Leviss was also reported by TMZ. "According to the sources, I think she slapped her around the chops," stated Vanderpump. Ariana and Scheana's best friend for probably 12 years, so understandably her emotions would be very raw. "You fail to realise it's not only the show. 4 or 5 years prior they were co-workers, they were childhood friends. She thus firmly has Ariana's support." Shay's attorney refuted the allegation in a response to Leviss's request for a restraining order, asserting among other things that Scheana never punched Raquel ever.
Hindsight's always 20/20, man.
Okay, so you wouldn't go back and change everything that happened, like as far as the cheating, you wouldn't go back and change that?
Like I just said, hindsight's always 20/20.
So you're looking forward, like everything that happened in the past happened.
Like yeah, like when you.
So just because it came out of nowhere and. Okay. All right. All right, man.
Is that your? That's a soundbite.
That's just a little soundbite.
You know what hindsight. You know what hindsight.
Yeah, I know what that
means. Like
yeah.
when you look back at a situation, you think of all the things that you should have, would have, could have done.
The judge has only heard one side of what happened, so we plan on giving the judge the complete true story on the hearing on March 29th. After debuting in 2013 as a spin-off of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which at the time included Vanderpump as a main cast member, Vanderpump Rules is now running its 10th season. She departed that show in 2019 after a disagreement with her co-stars and has since continued with her popular spin-off series. Although the show hasn't picked up for a season 2, Vanderpump claims that original series actor Sandoval will have a lot of apologizing to do during the reunion to gauge how the cast and viewers would feel about a comeback. Well, Clearly, he apologized a second time because he felt the need to apologize to Ariana as a result of his initial apologies. But these excuses, in my opinion, aren't really worth the paper they're written on or the social media they're posted on. She said, "I hope that when the reunion comes, we can truly all sit down and have a greater understanding of why this happened and when this happened," the speaker said. Vanderpump sounded less forgiving while speaking of Leviss. She said, referring to Leviss's actions in recent episodes, "I didn't clearly know who she was. She dipped her toe into the Petal Madrigal pond, ignored Oliver, the son of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Giselle Boet, mingled with Tom Schwartz, and then shagged Sandoval. I have to admit, it's pretty disturbing. If it weren't somber, it would be humorous. But there is so much collateral damage that I find it difficult to appreciate the humor in it." Vanderpump was unsure if Maddox had followed her advice to safeguard her finances after Sandoval obtained a home equity loan to help launch Schwartz and Sandy's. The relationship has lasted 10, 11, or 12 years. They live together in a house. Together, they run businesses, she continued. Sandoval first apologized, stating that he would be withdrawing and taking a hiatus from his restaurant. "The choices I made hurt so many people," he subsequently continued his apology to Maddox. "I behaved in a manner that is inconsistent with myself and how I wish to be." In 2 apologetic posts, Leviss emphasized that her feelings for Sandoval have always been true and born out of a love relationship, and stated that she has never meant to hurt him. She acknowledged in her initial apology that she had experienced physical abuse and death threats, and that she was seeing a therapist to address patterns of codependency and addiction to being and feeling loved. During their alleged months-long affair, Vanderpump responded, "I don't know. The fact that it has been going on for so long shocks me greatly," when Cohen questioned whether she believed the two were actually in love. Despite the seriousness of the subjects being discussed, Vanderpump brought her trademark sense of comedy of the late-night clubhouse. When asked if she would consider returning to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills now that her adversary, Lisa Rinna, has left the program, the entrepreneur reality personality made fun of her former series in addition to replacing Sandoval as the bartender at Tom Tom. "Did she depart, or was she let go?" Vanderpump uttered. "She's taking a temporary break," Cohen said, shaking his head. "I know she was fired," Vanderpump continued. "No one ever leaves that show, despite the money they make. We've talked about it. You've said the door is always open, and you're on the right track with one gone. There's only a few more to go." Sandoval addressed the affair and apologized to Maddox in an Instagram post on Tuesday night. "I'm so sorry it ended the way it did. So many people were harmed by my decisions. I acted in a way that contradicts who and how I want to be," he wrote, adding that he was disrespectful to Maddox. On Wednesday, Leviss issued a statement to Entertainment Tonight. Leviss stated that she had begun counseling. "Although I chose to be on a reality show accepting the good and bad that comes with it, I have been physically assaulted, lost friendships, received death threats and hate emails in addition to having my privacy violated," she wrote in her statement, referring to an alleged violent reaction from castmate Shay. According to People, Leviss has filed a restraining order against Shay. So this is all for today, but things are really going to spice up in the future. And if you want to keep updated about this drama, all you have to do is like, subscribe and press the bell icon because we are going to be first with the latest info on this real life series, so stay tuned!